Hello, I am back doing an energy reading for content creators, earth signs. This video will be time stamped. I apologize for the delay, the in-between videos, but self-care comes first, respectfully, right? And that might come up in y'all reading, but anyway, messages for earth signs, content creators. What is it they need to release as it relates to the Gemini full moon energy? Bloggers, influencers, streamers, content creators, earth signs. We're starting with Virgo, clearly, because I was about to say Virgo. Again, this video will be time-stamped. Messages for earth signs, content creators, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. What is it they need to release as it relates to this Gemini full moon we were just in? Content creators, earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Thank you, Spirit. If you're new here, my readings are not gender nor sexuality specific. I read the energies of masculine and feminine. I also read intuitively. So we're going to get some cards, or one card. This Virgo energy messages. Virgo, what is it they need to release as it relates to this Gemini full moon energy? Virgo, you don't want to talk about it? Like, why it's taking forever? Hit your target. Hit me with your best shot. Why don't you hit me with your best shot? Anyway, that's just a little ditty, right? So we have hit your target, 13 equating to a 4. This is really stability. I'm getting this is something to do with intuition in the messages. What is this for Virgo? You're trying to aim straight. You don't want to be like wasting time. I feel like you have the intention, or you need to have the intention, even if it's not the correct way. I'm gonna learn some from it to the point where I can like recalibrate and get back on course to hit the target, right? The correct way, hit the target. But what you need to release, right? I'm hearing this worry and confusion as it comes to this. That's why I said, if you're not in the energy of like, okay, even if this isn't right, I'm gonna learn something from it so I can course correct, so I can get on the good foot, I can get on the right path. This shot gonna be a sure shot. So worry and confusion in terms of hitting your target needs to be released. Because I feel like Virgo, I mean, your earth sign, I'm just seeing the Knight of Pentacles, you know. A lot of people feel like that's the slowest moving night. And I feel like it is, right? Excuse me. I'm not excited when it shows up, because, you know, that denotes, or it's a telltale sign of my impatience, right? Because it's the slowest moving night, but it's the one that's going to get to the destination, regardless, no matter what. So I feel like you're in this energy of rush, hurry, hurry, lover, come to me. And some of y'all could be manifesting this in love, right? Because this apple denotes sex, sensuality, hunger, things of that nature, right? But I just feel like what's going to be is going to be. You just have to trust yourself and know that this is happening for you, not to you, and you're open to learn on the way. You're open to receive. Like, in order to get messages, you know, you have to be open to receive. And I ain't saying open to everybody, right? You still have to use your discernment. But this worry and confusion needs to be released. Give me some cards on this. for Virgo placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Content creators, what is it that they need to release as it relates to this full moon in Gemini? I feel like this is about money or love. We had a card. Yeah. Worry and confusion, negative thoughts, self-imposed restrictions, imprisonment, victim mentality, entrapment. 8 of Swords. It's self-imposed though, right? That was like past energy. I feel like you're trying to move out of it. You're trying to attain this energy, but it's just like you're in this energy. You may not see it the way you want to see it in the tangible, because we're talking about coins here. We're talking about stability and security, root chakra, the color red, right? But wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, contribution. I feel like this is money and this is love, but I'm just hearing cha-ching. You may have hit the jackpot. I feel like your target has been hit, but there is notes of impatience around here. Because I'm hearing the rush, hurry, lover, come to me. I forgot was that Paul Abdul? I ain't sure who's singing that, right? But, you're in a hurry, and there's no need to be a hurry because it's here. Like, the champ is here, but you need to release this worry and confusion about it, because even if it's you like, well, I know it ain't here. You still got to be patient. What, you gonna quit? You a Virgo. You ain't gonna quit. You ain't gonna quit. As a Virgo myself, we rarely quit some shit. We might recalibrate. Like, all right, okay, let me get back in the kitchen, in the lab, in the booth, in the, you know what I mean, on the court. Maybe let me get back in the gym. Let me switch it up a little bit. But, you know what I mean? Maybe I can't do, as I was telling one of my homies today, I'm a do a Tiana Taylor body, but then she was like, wait, what? And I'm just like, no, not like that, but my way, right? You guys switch some things up, right? But I just feel like with me using that analogy, the path or you know, what you could be emulating, but your way, because it's really not much out here new, depending on your industry. But you can put your own creative spin on it. Excuse me. So then that makes it new. But yeah, so it's just like, just trust yourself, because you got this. I mean, because you see how the arrow has hit the apple. It's on target, right? She got these arrows in her head. She's looking confused, like, I don't know, maybe, Trust. Excuse me. Release the confusion and the worry. King of Wands here. What is this? So this was giving me past. This is present, future. I'm hearing new boo, new you. King of Wands. This is what you're calling in with that lover, right? Could be a fire sign. Sag. I'm getting a water sign too, but it could be Sag, Leo, Aries, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Some of y'all like, hopefully it's not a Cancer, right? Woo, woo, woo. What else? Okay. Yeah, so this is where you are now, but you may not see it in the physical. This is also a mindset, but I also feel like it's here. The path is laid. Like, if this is an outfit, right? And this is just an example. If this is like some type of outfit, clothes or something like that, you know, and it ain't gotta be, but I'm just saying that's how close it is. Like, it's here, you just haven't put it on. So it's just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna lay my outfit out for the next day. Next day ain't came. This is like, you may not see it in the tangible the way you want, but it's here. So if it's just like, oh, it's a new job, it's a new career, you already got the new job, you got the new career, but maybe you haven't started yet. Okay, that's a better analogy. Anyway, what else? Who's all involved here? So you're releasing again worry and confusion. This lover and pentacles and money and work, this is to do with something you're passionate about too, right? Gemini, I feel like a lot has happened. Some offers possibly came through during this Gemini full moon energy, the butterfly. And then we have Mercury in retrograde. We're out of the shadow phase, I think, as of tomorrow, the post shadow phase, but we've been in retrograde since before November, or what is it, starting November 11th, like but Mercury ruling Gemini. So I feel like there was an offer of some sort, some type of partnership, and this is the twins, right? But I just feel like it's giving, it's in alignment though, right? It's for you to grow, it's for you to shine, for you to come out your cocoon. We got 6th house here. This is ruled by Mercury again. So I feel like a lot is happening. A lot is still happening. I don't know what sign Mercury is in currently, but you could have Gemini, Virgo in your 6th house. The 6th house is ruled by Mercury and the zodiac Virgo. Let's see. Mercury, current position, zodiac. But like I said, you could have 6th house, Gemini, Virgo. You could be a Gemini. Mercury is currently in Sagittarius. Again, like I said, a lot has happened. In the middle of December. Wait, transitioning from Scorpio. No, so no, Mercury is in Scorpio right now. So like I said, it could be a water sign over here too, right? Where it's still in Sag season. This is representing Sagittarius and Scorpio, but Mercury is currently in Scorpio. So you could have Scorpio 6th house, Mercury and Scorpio. Like, take how it resonates. Capricorn here with this reputation. But I feel like this partnership that came in, like I said, could have been an offer partnership, could have been balanced with you, this within you, but this also could have been you popping out, stepping fully into whatever this passion is of yours, right? But I have 10th house reputation, Capricorn energy. This is ruled by, I think, Uranus. And then we have more fire energy here. This always reminds me of the alchemical symbol for fire. But it's just giving me your inflow with this creativity. Like I said, this could be to do with something you're passionate about, not just a lover, right? But flow denotes creativity for me, sacral chakra. But I do feel like this is something you're passionate about. But it's just giving, like, release the worry and the confusion. If you make the wrong mistake, because Virgos, we're all about trying to be perfect, even though we know there's no such thing as perfect, but I'm going to be close to perfect as possible, right? There's no such thing within my means, you know, but there's no such thing as being perfect, and we know that, but it's just given, like, this is more about purpose than perfect. 1st house, Aries, ruled by Mars, or is it? No, 1st house is Aries. Is it ruled by? No, it's not. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm thinking too much right now because I was about to say Uranus, but that's Capricorn. But yeah, Aries denotes 1st house energy, independent, self house. Aries, and this is Mars. This is where your rising sign is too. So you could have Aries in your chart, Virgo, or you may be an Aries rising. You know, like I said, it could be an Aries coming in. But either way, you on the good foot, right? Bottom of the deck, we got Saturn, Aquarius energy. This is good karma. This is a malevolent planet. And it represents number 8. So it could be abundance or it could be karmic. But I feel like for you, this is good karma. You just have to release, you know, I'm hearing control for some, but release the worry and confusion. What happens if they don't release it? Virgo, content creators. And then, like, you know, if you need to switch it up, switch it up. Course correct. I don't feel like the switch up gonna be this huge overhaul. You may just was like, okay, well, I like those, that business logo, but I'm gonna take this one. And it's like they already paid for. You already had, you get what I'm saying? Like, if you don't release it, this is what you're gonna be in: financial loss, lack mindset, because that's lack mindset, being, you know, worried, right, about this. But the confusion is like, do you know what you want? You know, and that's why I feel like some of the things that you've had course correct on, they're giving you more clarity in terms of what do you want. You know, what can you do practically right now, being an earth sign? What can you do to build up what this is when it comes to your passion, your creativity with this flow? Because we got creativity here with this craft house too, right? But yeah, but if you don't release it, this is where you at. Continued loss, lack mindset, poverty. You at a detriment. Burdens at the bottom of the deck, hard work, you know, completion. But you're going to have to work harder if you don't, you know, visualize what that pimp said. It was an old blaxploitation film. He was like, I understand what you're saying, but Willie, you got to have, what did he say? You got to have visualization. I could just remember his nails. It was giving me, he was just doing like this. It was so funny. But anyway, all right, happy thoughts, positive thoughts. If you make a mistake, whatever, because I feel like a mistake for Virgo ain't a mistake for other people, right? Just course correct. Do what you have to do. You're not gonna have to do a huge overhaul. You know, you just may have to be like, okay, maybe I can't do that right now. This is more feasible right now, but this still works with my passion and what I'm passionate about. And it frees me up to build more over here. So maybe I need to focus on this and take this one off my plate. But the plate is still there. The plate is still made. The plate is still going to provide sustenance, nutrients, and abundance. Thank you, Virgo. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'm listing links below. Check those out if you need a personal reading. Bye. Capricorn, we are back doing an energy reading for Capricorn placements. Content creator. This video will be timestamped. We're asking Spirit, what does Capricorn placements, content creators, bloggers, streamers, etc., what needs to be released as it relates to this Gemini full moon energy? Content creator, Capricorn. What needs to be released? I'm hearing worry. That was the same as Virgo, well, similar. Content creators, Capricorn. I ain't never let it go. Baby, baby. Yeah, this is the same card that came out for Virgo. Yeah, this is for Capricorn. What is it giving? If you're new here, I read intuitively. My readings are not gender nor sexuality specific. I read the energies of masculine and feminine. So we have 13. Okay, hopefully you heard me. I got a text. We had 13 equating to a 4. What is this? Hit your target. I'm just hearing, stop worrying. You worry too much. You might have had a friend telling you this. A girl, feminine, dominant energy. And then we have 9, completion. Baby, I'm a star. What is this for Capricorn? I'm getting trust yourself. Like, I'm seeing somebody, like, I'm seeing somebody step forward, but it's also like step into your purpose. You know what it is. Some of y'all may be destined for fame. What else is this here? It's in the middle of this for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, content creators. There's about to be some changes afoot here. I feel like good changes, Capricorn. It could be for all earth signs because I saw that first. But it came out during your reading, so it's definitely for you. Past resentment, desire to reconcile, making amends. What is this 5 of Swords in reverse? You're not trusting yourself because of mistakes you made in the past. So this past resentment is like yourself had told yourself, and you ain't trusting yourself in certain situations because it's like, I messed up before, but mistakes happen. It was the same with Virgo, like trying to be perfect. You may have Virgo in your chart, right? But it's just giving like, even if you do mess up, you're gonna learn something. Nothing is perfect. So even if it doesn't go well, or it didn't turn out, or it messed up, whatever it is, you feel like you can always course correct. And again, same as Virgo, I don't feel like it would be much for you to course correct, right? You ain't gonna have to knock all this shit over and rebuild it again. It's like, no, I'll take this piece and move it over here and then take this piece, or I'll take this part of it and move that over. We'll focus on that later, but the rest of the pieces, we gonna focus on that, right? But this also giving like, forgive yourself. You have to give yourself permission to forgive yourself. That is real interesting. You may be the youngest of your siblings, the youngest family member, the youngest in your group of friends that, you know, are stepping into the fame and purpose and things of that nature. Like, I'm hearing you may have been the last to receive your gifts. That's real specific. So self-care. Yeah, self-care is really what is needed, because this 6 of Pentacles is really balanced, right? Mind, body, and spirit, because this is 6, but it's given 666 when it's in the upright. But you need to focus on your self-care, right? Presently, you do have goals and things that you are, you know, implementing. But I feel like they're coming into fruition too, because this was past energy. But this past energy, these mistakes that got you in the debt, that caused you to like sacrifice, and maybe you got depressed for a minute and you lacked on your self-care, things of that nature, right? But now you back on, but then you're a little bit worried about fully stepping into it. It's just like, no, it's not too late. And you know, and you don't got to do it how other people do it, because I feel like excuse me, for those who are budding young, like if you the youngest, you got your gifts too late. You the first in your family to do it, you the last in your friend group, however it's resonating. I just feel like it's time. It's happening the way it's supposed to happen, basically. Now we have another 9 here, baby. I'm a star. We got 9 of Pentacles. This is like the mini empress, the empress of the minor arcana. Fruits of the labor, rewards, luxury, self-sufficient. Luxury is giving Taurus energy. Like I said, I feel like all the earth signs are coming up, including you. Self-sufficiency, financial independence. You didn't move out of this. Unpaid debts and those bad decisions. This is in your future. Presently, you're working on stuff, right? But you have to release the worry and step fully into it. Step out of the shadows, bruh. Because some of y'all, it's like you got the spotlight, you got this, but you playing small. You playing humble. Nobody told you to be arrogant, right? You don't got to be ignorant. But if you know you the shit, you got this, you know what you doing, you the best sports agent, you know you could get somebody to deal, you're passionate about it, you do it for them, you love doing it, so it ain't like you trying to gouge nobody. However this is resonating, right? Because these are examples, right? But I'm also getting them intuitively in this reading. You know you're the best at what you do. You're one of the best. You may be the best when it comes to certain things, because I think the air signs had one where they had to release control and get more into delegation, because they did things very well, but they may have had counterparts that did a certain part excellently, and that wasn't the part that they love. So it's just like, hire somebody out, do this part because you love doing this, but this part you can do, you don't really love it, but you can do it, but you know somebody who loves it. So it's like, pay them what they, you get what I mean? So it's just like, you need to fully step into your shit, because you are the best, and you may be among the best, but you still the best. Like, get into them. Because this person has everything they want in the physical, right? And we got nothing but pentacles out here. So it's giving, I'm hearing patience, stop worrying, patience and purpose, right? So we got swords in the reverse in the middle of this, past resentments, as it's to do with some decisions you made that caused you to have debts and things of that nature, right? And you didn't know if this was the right decision to do, but you got to forgive yourself, boo-boo. You're working on new stuff, but you're still a little worried because of past decisions. Let that shit go. Let it go and step into it. Nothing to it but to do it. Who else is involved here for Capricorn? Again, this reading will be time-stamped. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you need a personal reading, all the information you need will be in the description box below this video. Yeah, 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 yeah. We got Gemini, perception, third house. Pluto, Scorpio energy, transformation. Yeah, this perception is what's holding you up. You need to step into it. Like, stop playing humble. Like that Kendrick song, bitch, be humble. That's not for you. I'm not saying smack nobody in the face with it, but stop playing small in these conversations when you networking. It's like, oh, we chilling. I don't want to get into business. But if business is here, goddammit, like, talk about it. It's like when you're in the courtroom and it's just like, oh, okay, that ain't off limits because you brought it up and the judge allowed it in. So even if you're at like a wedding or a networking event and it's supposed to be partying and no business, but business comes up and you got the CEO, the COO, or, you know, whatever it is, it's like, okay, talk about this shit. It's on the floor. And talk about yours and what you do and how you can do it. We got Aries here, Scorpio again. Mars and Pluto rule Scorpio, right? Fire energy though, but that's what you need to embody, King of Wands. Because that motherfucker is giving showmanship, King of Wands. They gonna talk some shit up. They gonna be like, and I also, right? But that's just an example I'm giving. But I mean, they don't play small. And it's not necessarily grandiose. It can be at times, but I feel like with you being grounded as an earth sign in Capricorn, it won't be grandiose, right? Which sometimes King of Wands or Leo can do. You're not going to do that. You just going to state facts practically. Oh, we on the subject of, you know, bringing in accounts. Okay, so since we on that subject, this quarter I did woo, woo, woo. That's all I'm saying. Aquarius energy here, the radical rebellion, pow. In they face with it. Right? Respectfully. We got fourth house roots, Cancer energy. This is why you play small. This unhealed mother wounds. Like somebody always was like, you doing too much. You always trying to be seen. Could have been a feminine figure. Could have been a mother figure. Very much did not pour into you. Past life healing, right? Lacking nurture, right? So there I feel like you resonate with imposter syndrome, you know. Not that you're an imposter, but you just, when you come from lack, right? And not being built up and not being I'm gonna say restored in, but like poured into, right? By your parents, whoever raised you. Sometimes you can develop imposter syndrome. Even if you're the best, you still don't see it as that, right? You still like, am I doing this? Am I really doing this? Right? And I get it. But it's a new day. And if you're like, okay, I want to heal this because it is the mother wounds, you moving into this because this is in the future position. Presently, you working on this. Long-term hard work, perseverance, sustainable results, investments, right? Long as you get out of the lack mindset of worry, you're going to move into this luxury, abundance, financial independence. The only thing is you may be unmarried. And then again, you may not be, child. Who knows, right? I'm just reading the energy. But this card is really more about abundance, right? And leisure. What happens if Capricorn does not release this worry and not step into their purpose and stop playing small? Because you a star, baby. What happens if they don't release this? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. You definitely need to bring in more gratitude. When you get in that worry, when you get in that frustration, right? When you get in the perception and, it's supposed to be this. When you get in that, because it's giving notes of anxiety, right? With this imposter syndrome, you want to bring in gratitude. I'm thankful for being here. Bottom of the deck, we got a yes. Mental clarity, success. This is your future, right? This is your future as well, right? But you want to get into gratitude, when you get to overthinking, when you get to like, okay, how can I do this? I just want to be thankful for this. I want to be thankful for being in the space. We're thankful for this suit I got on, that I got my nails did so I could be in this space and feel comfortable with my aesthetic and all. Just sometimes I'm just thankful for my bubble gum because it tastes good, shit. And I know sometimes it's just like, girl, it's a piece of gum. It is, but the fact that it makes me chuckle, it also raises my vibration when it comes to worry, lack, anxiety, things of that nature. We got Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Self-discipline, boredom, feeling stuck, perfectionism, work without reward. If you choose not to let go of this worry and not fully step in your purpose, it's really giving work without reward, perfectionism. And then also somebody else may see your light. They ain't gonna tell you the star, but they see your light and try to utilize it for themselves, right? And that's where we're getting this work without reward, right? Perfectionism. Because if you keep thinking this way, you're gonna feel like, I gotta do more, I gotta know more, I gotta do this. Perfectionism. And it's just like, bro, you did all what you got to do. Go on, head out there now. The stage is waiting for you. You ready? You ain't getting no more readier. Is that a word, readier? Anyway, thank you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you would like to request a personal reading, all that information will be listed below in the description box. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so messages for content creators, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This video will be time-stamped. If you're new here, my readings are not gender nor sexuality specific. I read the energies of masculine and feminine. Taurus. What is Taurus? Content creators, streamers, bloggers, influencers. Taurus placements. What do they need to release as it relates to this Gemini full moon? Taurus placements, content creators. What needs to be released? I mean, earth signs, y'all are mimicking each other because I'm getting worry and anxiety. Worry came up for Capricorn and Virgo in different ways, right? Taurus. Damn, take all of these cards. All right, so we have against the clock, road less traveled, butterfly effect. So we got 3, we got 1, 19 equating to a 10. We got another 1, 3, 1, 1. It's giving information. Or is that 411? What's the 411? Let me know, hun. My love is all I have. What's 3114? It's services. At least in my city, right? Against the clock. What do we have here for Taurus as it relates to what they need to release for this Gemini full moon energy? It's a worry and a rushing. I'm not doing enough. I'm not enough. This isn't enough. But somebody also has you going around the clock. When do you get some rest? What is this here? Road less traveled. You want to branch out, but this is giving like a new way of being. So you may say, well, I'm always in a relationship. I'm serial monogamous, but I want to try being single, being in a relationship with myself. It's a little scary though, right? And what is this butterfly effect for Taurus? Somebody wants to change. Somebody wants to, I'm hearing change my ways. Somebody definitely wants to change and change their ways here. What are these here? But this is giving, I'm hearing past, present, and future, even though I didn't ask for that. It is what it is. Because this energy, we got against the clock, time flies. Somebody or something has you going. You could be overworked, but it could just be in your personal and your professional life. What is this? Against the clock, road less travel, butterfly effect. I'm hearing intuition, and you ignored it. That's interesting. Planning, progress, making decisions, leaving home, travel plans. Yeah, we talking about road less travel, and this is travel plans. You thinking about switching this shit up. Being by yourself, for example, if this is a relationship and work, maybe taking some time off work. I'm hearing allowing yourself to grieve. Somebody may have lost, a loved one, and it might not even be recently, but you didn't let yourself grieve. So you've been triggered a lot lately. We got 19 equating to a 10 equating to a 1. And then we have this here with the 9 of cups. Wish come true, contentment, satisfaction, stability, luxury, gratitude. Luxury, Taurus, that's your theme. Luxury. Ruled by Venus. I mean, you all about the luxurious. And the luxury for each Taurus is different. Some people may like electronics. Some people may like interior decorating, right? But I feel like this is your future. You just want to make a change so you can get back to this. This is also a single individual that has options in love, right? But somebody who's also abundant in money and shares their money, but they're discerning to a fault, right? So it's giving somebody may want to leave a relationship or leave a relationship and take a hiatus from work. All right, what's in between these? What's the situation? It's against the clock. What's in between this? Making somebody want to just like, you know what? I just want to be by myself. I just want to take some time. This is some soul searching that has been being done here. Some soul searching. What else here? Like trying to figure out why are you being triggered. And then in between here we have the Empress, divine feminine, right? Abundance, nurturing, good parenting, success. This person embodies all the queens, cups, swords, wands, pentacles, all right? That's in between this here. Moving in this stage. So I do feel like there will be a bout of healing, right? Coming out of this against the clock, this rushed energy, this constantly going, that you ignored your intuition on, going into this soul searching, being by yourself, being alone, going within, which is new for you, right? Traveling on your own. And this travel could just be like traveling within, like you sitting in your living room and you just meditating, right? But it could be also physical travel, transportation. But this is the change you want. You want to have more options in love. And then it's just like also you want to be different when it comes to love of self and things of that nature. But you also want to heal that first notion of what love is with the trigger, with the mother wounds here, is what I picked up, right? But this is in between this. So this is what needs to be done here to here. But this is present. So I feel like you did this soul searching to get here. Like maybe I need to just be by myself, or I want to explore that. And then while you're over here, to get over here, you definitely need to do some reparenting of yourself with this good parenting. Because like I said, it could be triggered like mother wounds. You lost a loved one, you didn't allow yourself to grieve, and you thought you was cool, but then you've been triggered lately. All right, who else is involved? What else is involved here for Taurus as it relates to what they need to release? Taurus content creators, what they need to release as it relates to this Gemini full moon. Virgo, maybe a Virgo involved, or you have Virgo in your chart. And like I said, the reading was similar. Pluto, Scorpio. And this could be placements, or it could be all who's involved, zodiac signs, or just energy you need to embody. Transformation, right? This brings transformation, is going within, but this butterfly flag, you definitely want to be transformed, right? But this is the alchemist. They definitely going to take all the shit and razzle dazzle it. This is giving magician energy. Pisces, the mystic. This is going with the soul searching, but I also feel like this is also giving that isolation period. I feel like this hermit mode, you went from this into this and now this, but you may go back and forth. You know, you may utilize hermit mode as a resource. The hermit is Virgo energy though. It's earth energy. Anything else? So like I said, these could be in your zodiac chart. These parties could be involved. The situations could mimic this, or you need to embody this energy of the Virgo, of Pluto transformation, of Pisces, the mystic, Jupiter expansion, Sagittarius energy is involved here. And then we have opposition balance. Oh, I'm hearing this is the Sagittarius that's thrown you off kilter with this. Against the clock. And like I said, if it's not even a person or a relationship, it could be an energy of work with Sagittarius, because Sagittarius have strong energy, and we're in Sag season, or this clarity could be coming during this Sag season, but Sagittarius has strong energy, right? But I feel like if you dealt with the Sagittarius and you deal with, or you have it in your chart, it always brings about expansion, being ruled by Jupiter. So like I said, whether this is there's Sagittarius involved, mimicking Sagittarius, or you need to embody this Jupiter, this expansion energy to arrive here in the future with this Nine of Cups and this butterfly effect. Okay. And then what happens here for Taurus if they do not release this worry, this anxiety, this doing what they need to do for themselves, this ignoring their intuition? What happens if they don't? Queen of Pentacles. Nurturing, practical, providing financially, or working parent. You're gonna still be in, you're gonna go back over here. It's gonna be a constant. I'm hearing the cycle never ends. Like I said, you need to, we got working parent, you got good parent, and it's giving you need to parent yourself to get over here, you know. And if that is separating from a relationship, taking time off work, then you need to do that. But if not, you're going to still be in this cycle. This is nurturing, right? Like I said, you need to parent yourself. That's about nurturing, but this is a working parent. You still going, because this is a multitasking energy, this Queen of Pentacles. This person embodies all the queens. But I just feel like you'd rather be over here than over here. Both of them are good in the upright, but I feel like this mimics this, that has you going around the clock, and you ignored your intuition. It's given a little chaotic because I feel like you're a bit more organized, even though it may not be, oh, okay, this is some negative chaos, but it's just too much. You're more practical. You're more about planning. And this energy is not that, but intuitively you ignored it. Bottom of the deck, we have mental clarity, breakthrough, success, sharp mind. That's another thing. It's been foggy. Since you've been in this job or in this relationship or doing all this work, your mental clarity has been foggy due to exhaustion. Against the clock, working around the clock, time flies. You're always on a schedule, and you're fine with schedules, but it's just like scheduling in the rest, the care, the nurturing, the parenting of self needs to be there, right? So you need to release what you need to release. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you would like to book a personal reading, the information will be listed in the description box for you to do so. Thank you, Taurus. Good luck with everything.